discuss the detailed answer or solution to the physics question of Re-Neet June 20, June 21, 2026. That is the medical examination which has been held very recently on June 21st, and I know the physics part is very tough, so I come with the solution of detailed solution of the question which I written on this PDF. So this take me few days, 1 to 2 days to write the solution and digitize it. So I am presenting it today. So welcome to my channel and welcome to this video, and I will discuss and let you know or teach you how to solve these questions. I know all the physics questions are very tough and lengthy, so be patient and go or listen to the solutions I am providing. Okay, the first question of RENEET 2026, the physics question is given that the unideal gas is made up of polyatomic molecules. The gas have polyatomic molecules. That means the gas molecules have more than one atoms. Okay, maybe this type of gas molecule is there. Each of the molecules has three translational, that means x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, three translational and three rotational, and f number of vibrational modes. You have to write this, that f number of vibrational modes. So the question is, if the ratio of heat capacities, that is Cp by Cv of the gas is 8/7, then the value of F is dash. So we have to find the number of vibrational modes of the gas molecules. Are you getting my point? What we have to find? That is, we have to find F, which is the number of vibrational modes of the. Okay. So how to get the solution? So we have to remember what is the formula which relates the vibrational modes, or we can say that degrees of freedom with the Cp by Cv, the ratio of specific heats. So for a polyatomic gas, translational degrees are there three, rotational degrees are there like three, and vibrational mode is F. So the total degrees of freedom is how much? Then 3 plus 3, 3 translational, 3 rotational, and F. That means the vibrational modes becomes 2 times. So 2F is the vibrational modes of degrees of freedom. So the total degrees of freedom n equal to how much? Now 6 plus 12. So for an ideal case, we know that is gamma equal to Cp by Cv, or we can write gamma equal to n plus 2 by n, where n is the total number of degrees of freedom. So solving this, we can write that n plus 2 by n equal to how much? That means 8/7. So I have solved this. I know my pen is not working properly, that's why I have write it with the keyboard. So let's get into the question. Then n plus 2 by n is equal to how much? 8/7. Then 7, we can cross multiply this like this. I know you are preparing and applying for NEET, then you know these basic mathematic operation. Then n equal to how much? We get n equal to 14. If n is 14, then we can also we find that n equal to 6 plus 2f. So we can equal to both that 6 plus 2f equal to 14. Then 2f equal to how much? 8. Then f is equal to 4. This is the solution of the first question, that is the number of total number of vibrational modes is 4. I think you all get this answer. Then the next question. one main scale division of a vernier caliper. I think you all gone through the practical session at your board examination. So you see the vernier caliper, which is used to measure instruments width, length, etc. So it is the fundamental thing which we know from the experiment or practical. So it is given that the vernier caliper is equal to 1 millimeter. Okay, the main scale division is 1 millimeter and the number of division on the vernier scale is 10. That means we have to find what now when both the jaws touch each other. This is like that. ऐसा कुछ होता है वर्नियर कैलिपर में. इसके अंदर हम स्लाइड करते हैं, इसी एक चीज को स्लाइड करते हैं उसके ऊपर और यहाँ पे हम वायर रखते हैं. वायर का लेंथ होता है या फिर उड़ते होता है और ये उसके मेन स्केल के ऊपर ऐसे स्लाइड करता है. So when both the jaws touch each other, the vernier scale shifts to the left of zero of the main scale in such a way that the fourth vernier division, you have to mind it, fourth vernier division coincides with the division of the main scale. If this vernier caliper measures the length of the wire to be 1 centimeter, so what is the actual length? 1 centimeter. The actual length of the wire is test. Okay. The measured length is 1 centimeter. So first we have to find what is the least count of this vernier caliper. As we know, what is the least count? How can we find that? Now 1 millimeter into how much? Now 10. That is vernier division is 10. Then 1 millimeter by 10. So one main scale division is 1 millimeter, 10 vernier divisions are there. Then least count is equal to 1 millimeter by 10, that is 0.1 millimeter, or we can say that 0.01 centimeter or 0.001. I think you got this. Sorry, 0.001, not 3 zeros. 001 meter. And the fourth vernier, no, I think I got this. The right thing is okay, 0.1 millimeter or 0.01 centimeter or 0.0001 meter. This is the least count of the vernier caliper. Now we have given that the fourth vernier division coincides when the jaws are closed with vernier 0. That means what should we do? That means so this is negative 0 error. That means if we are coinciding closing the jaws, then it must 0 to 0. The vernier 0 and the main scale 0 must be coincide. But here this is not shown. So what happens? Now the vernier division fourth is coincide with the 0. That means we have 0 error. Now, according to book, according we if we go through the book, then 0 error is equal to negative of vernier division into least count, that is -4 into 0.1. But in actual we have what? That means here 4 is given, that is minus total number of divisions minus coincidence into least count, that is minus 0.6 mm. This is the actual calculation, but according to book this is the right. So zero correction, if we get minus 0.6 or 0.4 mm of error, then how can we correct this? By adding the same amount to the measured length. So to get exact measurement, we have to add the zero correction to it. Measured length equal to 1 centimeter, that is 10 mm. Then actual length equal to measured length plus zero correction, that is 10.4 millimeter, or we can say that 1.04 centimeter, which is given in the option 3. So this is the correct answer according to book, but if we actually consider this, then the actual answer will be 1.06 centimeter. This is the actual answer, but according to book or according to your need, this is the correct answer. That is 1.0%. So proceed to the next question, that is the number 3. Three identical PN junction diodes D1, D2, D3 are connected across a battery as shown in the figure. If the width of the depletion regions D1, D2 and D3 are W1, W2 and W3 respectively, then the correct option. That is, we have asked how much the depletion. We know this is the PN junction. The depletion layer is like this. If this is P, this is N, and this is the depletion layer. So it is asked if the width of the depletion layer is W, then there are three identical PN junctions there, or PN diodes are there. We can say that junction or diodes, both are same. So what we have been asked, to reorder or rearrange with their width. So how we have to remember how the width changes with the potential. If we connect it with the positive and negative, then the thickness of the depletion layer decreases. If we connect with negative and positive, that is reverse bias, then the thickness increases. So we have to find what is D1, D2 and D3 are there. Then we have to find which is negative bias, that is reverse bias, and which is forward bias. Now forward bias must be the lowest width, that is here D1 is the forward bias. Because of this, the battery's positive terminal is connected to the p types and the negative terminal is connected with the negative, that is n type. That's why D1 must have the thickness, lowest thickness. That means we have to option 2 is the correct. Why it is correct, I am explaining it. That is, and the diode 3, which is reverse bias. That means reverse bias will have the highest width. So the solution is, if we want, then take this screenshot. Okay, answer key idea. Forward bias, what happens? In forward bias, the depletion width decreases, and in reverse bias, the depletion layer increases, and in normal case, the depletion layer remains same. That means the option 2 is correct. I think you all get this answer. Okay, if you want videos in Hindi, then make comment. Please do videos in Hindi, then I will take that. Okay. The fourth question is, consider a spring mass simple harmonic oscillator in one dimension. The mass of the particle is m kg and the spring constant is k. We have to find this m kg and k Newton meter inverse. At a given instant, the extension of the spring is x meter. That is one dimensional spring oscillation, and this is m kg x meter. If I am taking this is x meter, and the speed of the particle is v. The speed of the particle is v velocity. Okay, and the spring constant of this spring is k Newton inverse meter inverse. Okay, if the graph of v as a function of x is a circle, then the correct option is, here it is given that x and v, the graph of x versus v. If x and v, then the graph is a circle. We know the equation of circle is what? If we are getting, then x square plus y square is some constant. So here we can say that x square, the equation of this simple harmonic motion is x square plus v square is equal to some constant. So this is the main thing. Then how to solve this? Equation of motion in a simple harmonic motion. In SHM, we know what is the total kinetic, the total energy of the system is, that is the kinetic energy plus the potential energy of the system, that is equal to half mv square plus half kx square. Rearranging it, we can say that dividing both sides e, then half mv square by e plus half kx square by e is equal to 1. So further simplifying it, we get v square by 2e by m plus x square by 2e by k is equal to 1. So this is the equation of what? This is the equation of ellipse. We must know this is the equation of ellipse. So this is the equation of ellipse, but we have given this must be circle. So how can we convert it into the circle? If both the constant, that is 2e by m and 2e by k, are same, then we can say that this is the equation of circle. So considering this, 2e by m equal to 2e by k, or we can say that 2e cancel out, so m equal to k, and the option number, that is the first option, is correct. So we have what the answer, first option is correct. Now proceeding to the, this is the fourth question, I think. So proceeding to the fifth question. Fifth question, what we have given, an electromagnetic wave traveling in a lossless dielectric medium. Lossless dielectric medium, that means mu r equal to what? Equal to 1. We have to consider it. Okay, having a dielectric constant er equal to 9, that is relative permittivity is 9, hence the electric field ex equal to e0 sine kz minus 2 pi 10 to the power 6 t voltmeter inverse, where e0 is the amplitude and k is the wave vector. Among the following options, the incorrect choice is, so this is asked, which of these options is incorrect. So how should we go through this question? How should we solve this question? So we have to find what the way. So the given equation is ex is equal to e0 sine kz minus 2 pi into 10 to the power 6 t. So this is the given equation of electric field. Then how can we find out? The first question is the wavelength, the direction of propagation, the speed of the electromagnetic wave. So if we want to find the speed and direction and wavelength, so how should we proceed? Now first we have to find the wave angular frequency. As we know, Ex, the general formula, Ex or E equal to E0 sine omega t kz minus omega t. So here 2 pi into 10 to the power 6 is our angular frequency. So the angular frequency is equal to 2 pi into 10 to the power 6. Hence frequency, we know frequency f equal to omega by 2 pi, or we know omega equal to 2 pi f, that's why f equal to omega by 2 pi, that is 10 to the power 6 hertz, or we can that say that second inverse. Then we got angular frequency and frequency. And how can we get the speed? Also given, we have given the relative permittivity of the medium. Then speed in medium, how can we find the medium? We know v equal to how much, v or speed of electric field in that medium is c by mu r e r root over of mu r e r. But we know this is the lossless dielectric medium, that is mu r equal to how much, that is 1. So we have to find only er, that is c by root over of epsilon r, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 by 3, that is 3 to 3 cancel out, only 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is the speed. So option number 4, that is this is correct, 10 to the power 8 meter per second is correct. Then the other option is the direction of propagation. Direction of propagation, how can we find that? We know from what? That is the equation have kz minus 2 pi into 10 to the power 6 t. That is, this is the z which gives the direction of the what? That is propagation. The phase term kz minus omega t, which indicates the propagation along cross direction. That means the third option is also correct. Then the first option we are proceeding to the third option, that is wavelength of the medium. We know v equal to how much? That is lambda by t, or we can say that lambda into frequency, or we can say that lambda equal to v by f. We got v is how much? 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and frequency is 10 to the power 6, that is 100 meter. So lambda must be 100 meter. So in our option, that is lambda is given 300 meter. So this is the right option. That is, actually this is the incorrect option, but the answer of this question is the first option. So this is the fifth question. The answer 1, that is option number 1 is correct, or the option 1 is given 300 meter, which is the wavelength, which is incorrect. So proceed to the next question. A frictionless circular wire of unit radius is fixed on the horizontal plane. Two point particles. So this is given a circle of frictionless. You have to mind it. Frictionless circular horizontal plane. 2 point particles of unit masses. Unit mass, that means m equal to how much? 1. Start moving simultaneously from A, that is theta equal to pi by 2. This is the theta, that is theta equal to how much? Pi by 2, with identical uniform angular speeds in opposite direction. Both the particles move in opposite direction with how much? The uniform identical angular speeds, that is w1 equal to w2, and meet again at point B, that is B, which is minus pi by 2 obviously. During this time, which of the following figures schematically represent the magnitude of the total linear momentum? So we have to find, this is P1, the momentum of a particle P1 and P2. So total momentum, that is P1 plus P2. We have to draw the momentum versus theta. So which of the option will be correct? First, we have to find this momentum. So how can we go through this question? Now we have what? We can find the velocity component of these particles, how the velocity changes. Mm. So the first particle, the velocity of the first particle v1 equal to v minus sine theta I cap plus cos theta j cap. This is the left side, that is the particle 1. So for velocity component of the second particle, that is particle 2, this is 1 and this is 2. Then how? V2 equal to V, this is the negative of this, that is minus sine theta in place of sine theta, that is V sine theta I cap plus cos theta j cap. Cos theta will remain same, but sine theta component changes. So the total momentum of the system, how we calculate momentum? P equal to mv. Just we want to multiply mass with what? Velocity. But here we have given m is how much? The unit mass, that means m equal to 1. So we are calculating P equal to mv1 plus mv2, that is 1, v minus sine theta I plus cos theta j cap plus 1 into v sine theta I cap plus cos theta j cap. Both the particles are falling with identical uniform angular speeds, that means v must be same. Okay. Then the total momentum is how much? P equal to 2v cos theta j cap. This is our total momentum of both the particles. Okay. So we have to draw it with respect to what? Theta. That is 2b cos theta j cap versus that is this is on y axis and this is on theta. So 2b cos theta. 2b is constant. So cos theta versus theta. How this proceeds? That is we can say cos theta. Cos theta is a function which becomes 0 at what? That is when in this figure we starts at what angle? That is pi by 2. We are starting from pi by 2 and ending at minus pi by 2. That's why pi by 2 minus pi by 2, pi by 2 to minus pi by 2. Then what will be the answer? That is if we are considering cos theta, then the schematic plot showing p equal to 0 at theta equal to plus or minus pi by 2 and it's a smooth curve matching the cosine. So this is the answer, which is option B. Cos theta, cos theta becomes what? At 0 cos theta becomes 1 and at minus pi by 2 it becomes 0 and at plus pi by 2 it becomes 0. So this is the only option which matches with our requirement. So the answer of the sixth question is option 2. So in this video, this is getting longer video, so I will proceed to explain all other questions from 7 onwards in the next video. So keep in touch and thank you for watching. I think this video is getting longer, that's why I am stopping this and I will explain the other at part 2. So thank you for watching.